Welcome everybody to 48 Talk, episode 141.
Whoa.
Yo.
I'm your host, Rage Bally as always. Joining me this time is DX Takamina on the right, and on the bottom right, Colin Janssen. Hey everybody,
Yo.
we're back.
We're back. Guess
We're
who's back? Back again.
Well, we always do that joke.
Well, yeah, true.
So who don't know, we took a little break last week due to personal reasons, and as you can see, Derek is not here, so he's taking also a little hiatus to effect. But to be fair, there's not much happening even in our hiatus, but just only bad news. So, want to get into the bad news situation?
Where do we start?
Where do we even start? I would say. So,
I promise I wouldn't talk about this on the show anymore, but we have to since it's, you know what? Let's go even lower on the card for NGT48. Why are they still a thing? Why are they still a thing?
Yeah.
No. I
So-
have no funny remark on that.
Do you want to start first with the death threats, the Instagram, the social media cancellation, the rebellious phase of a certain member, or do you want to talk about the graduation stage with Maho?
Let's start out light and then go to the worst stuff. I would say. Something like that.
Okay, so a while back now, it's a good continuation for the other subjects. The graduate stage for the three members that was help me out here. It was Yamaguchi Maho.
Hasegawa Reina and Sugahara.
Sugahara Rico.
Yes, so they had their special graduation stage. Basically, they were performing, and a few background members who basically helped them out during the songs.
Yep.
Well, you guys can see, but I put a picture up here, and it's the NGT48 version of Kuroi Hitsuji from
Yep.
KEvolution. Well, this song was already good, but this song has now a whole new meaning after the performance Yamaguchi Maho did. Because I don't know if you guys saw it, but basically this tells the story of what is happening within the group for Yamaguchi
Yeah.
Maho and NGT48.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Phew.
Basically, the performance of Kuroi Hitsuji is like she stands out and she's not accepted by the rest of them, even though she's trying to help the rest. The other members don't accept her and basically kicked out, punched out, but she still wants to be able to perform with them. And the way she performed it was a beautiful rendition. I wouldn't say it's better or anything than the original from KEvolution, but the story behind it, it really means something. So I think that was the biggest highlight of that performance, I would say. So any thoughts on this situation?
It was quite interesting when I saw it, and it was like they're doing like a Yakisaka song. It's like, okay, sure, interesting. It's because, well, Kirei Hisuji, the black sheep, it's quite symbolic, and even though she isn't a black sheep by far, well, she portrays the role, and I can imagine why she chose it. And I have to agree, it was quite awesome. It was quite a spectacle to watch. So yeah, I give my props on that one. Yeah. Colin?
I did not watch the performance. I did hear a lot about it, obviously. I have no real opinion on the Black Sheep performance. It's good if she did. I don't know the meaning of the song, because it's not usually something I look into. But, you know, there are people that do. That's good, just not for me. But it's a sad event that they all have graduated. And it's not like, yeah, we're done, new beginning. No, it's well, it's as worse as before. You would say that when they graduate, it's like, well, we can begin anew or start differently, but it seems like that it doesn't stop the whole concept, the group that is NGT. Still stuff happening that makes you scratch your head. It's like, how is it possible that still these things happen, you know? So Eh.
I'm happy for the three who now graduated because
at least they're free now. So yeah.
and the
Yeah, they're
idea is
free.
they are moving on to maybe something to do with Sashihara, something
Yeah,
like that.
those are the rumors I've heard actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though Sashihara did slam a Tokyo Sports by basically saying I'm not becoming an executive of anything or what or something.
True.
So the rumors are still flying around, but I do believe we will see like a unit with these three members in something in the future. Something
I
free
heard that
from AKS.
Hasegawa Reina was interested in doing seiju work.
Yeah, voice acting. That's the same thing I heard.
I'm not sure about the other two, but I believe that I heard that. Maybe I know rumors again.
Well, true.
It's I want to see it first to believe it. Maybe it happens. Okay.
Yeah,
Fine,
kind of
nothing
following
against
the Sawako Hata route actually,
yeah,
because she went from SKE to being a Seiyu right now. So
That's true. Yeah, she was awesome.
Mhm.
What is she doing?
Hmm.
Either way, yeah, it's they can do what they want. Maybe they will do other stuff. Maybe they will do that unit. The three of them. Or maybe not. Who knows? It's and for the fans, if they do something to keep in the public eye, so to say, that would be splendid. It's always a shame that someone graduates, but if they're still, in a way, in the limelight, that's
yeah, you should.
good. If they want to, of course.
Yeah, of course, because it's always fun to follow them after graduation.
Mhm.
Because I still follow like Takamina, I still follow
Mhm.
like Kojaru, so it's quite interesting. So
Yeah,
it's just fun
we
to
have
see what
some
they're
interesting news of graduated members as well. So
Yeah, true that, but that's for later.
yeah, what followed though from this performance? So all the news outlets were going to do a report on this, and you would think, okay, then the chapter would be closed. Hey, everyone moves on.
Yeah. Oh boy.
It's
Social
yeah.
media is so dangerous if you don't pay
Yeah.
attention. So what happened was we have I don't want to go too deep into it, but basically one of the suspects that we think was involved in this situation, and the father of the company and stuff, Kato Mina, was on Instagram and posted, "I'm currently getting my nails done. Wish they'd changed the TV channel though," and it showed a picture of reporting on the graduation performance.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
This got blown just.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
true.
I'm
It was
not,
like
when I read that first, I was thinking, you know what? Yeah, it's your day off, and you're still seeing something news that does not make, not. You don't want to see work on your day off,
Yeah.
basically. That
Yeah.
was my my thought in Disney.
Yeah, same for me.
same here, but whoa.
But it got way blown out of proportion.
Oh yeah.
And it's basically just saying, she didn't want to see Mahal, she was against it, oh, this is proof, and this and that and that. And I was like, yeah, I can see that as well, on a little bit side. Personally, I would like to go with the first option, just like saying, I'm just at work. It's still a bad move on her part.
Yeah. I even saw, someone, maybe more people are thinking that too, not to crap on that person. I don't know if they watch, but it's like, oh wait, they have a private account. Maybe they shame whatever people on there too. It's like,
Could be
they
true,
can
though.
have a private account. Why not? Yeah, they can.
Yeah, they can do that on a private part, and maybe it got mixed up.
Yeah.
Still, rumors start flying, and then people more and
Yeah.
more go fish hunting, basically. And in the end, it resulted now that I believe came out today. Katomina has now been demoted back to a Kankyusei, a research student. So she had a captain role, right?
Yeah,
She was the captain. Yeah, she was captain
and
actually.
3, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but there's
entry.
now the new entry, and
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's still a doozy, that thing. Yeah.
so you're basically your first NGT member, first ever, along with Ogino, I believe, is now demoted to a trainee in a new group going farther down the line. So we have a fan, of course, we know. Did you guys hear anything about him? About what Flora's reaction was?
Yeah, of course, when I saw
yeah.
that post about Katamina, of course, the first thing in my mind was,
Oh, man.
Flores. I know how he's been feeling prior to this, so I'm like, oh, this is gonna wreck him really. And well, I felt like I'm giving him his own time, even though I really wanted to ask, how are
Yeah,
you?
give him some space. Give him some space. I would say.
I saw, I think on Facebook, like one thing, and I'm not going to explain what it was, just a thing, and I feel so bad for him, especially reading the comments about Katomina. It's like I know that that's his Oshi, and what the people are saying about her based on what they saw, it's like that's awful, and he has had that before. It's not like nothing. I have nothing against Gatomino. I have nothing against her, but I do know from him that there have things been said over the years about whatever. Of course he knows the backlash that she gets for whatever reason. I've heard some reasons where I'm like, that's stupid. It's heartbreaking. Just heartbreaking to see, knowing that I know someone I consider a very good friend. His Oshi. It's like it's awful.
It's gotta be very
It's
rough,
awful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens to the future. I'm still not saying it's gonna be a bounce back, but not because of Katamina herself, but I think the entire group. It's like people are really done with the group, I would say. Feels like.
Feels like it.
Feels like it, yeah, but oh man. I'm not
So,
sure.
Which is sad for the members that didn't do anything. Again, just to
and that's the follow up to the next parts. So people are so done with the group, they are now sending death threats to member.
Of course,
Of
why
course.
So
It's gonna be chaos anyway, so yeah.
yeah, Ogino received a death threat, and well, luckily the person got arrested.
Good.
Because you sent a death threat with your name on it. That's not a good idea.
not? That's stupid.
Or they found a way to trace back the because it was sent by a fax. Those
Yeah,
are still
Wow,
That
what?
made me laugh when I saw it. I was like, a fax, really?
that
I was
still
like,
that still exists. Like
Yeah,
they're still
that's
using
why I was
those
So I guess, but yeah.
for the
Okay.
for the younger people watching the show.
Oh wow.
Fax machine is basically the old ways how you send a
You
a
know,
text.
pretty much.
Yeah, an email basically, or but it came out physically, and it took forever to just do one paper, and it made a lot of noise, and then you're like, oh, I got
Robin
a
knows
fax
what he's
machine.
talking about. He was there in the Dark Ages.
Yes, I was, Leslie. So we had no internet. We had a thing called Messenger, MSN Messenger, or even
MSN
before
Messenger.
that,
Oh my god, yeah. ICQ. I said,
ICQ, Casa, stuff like
Yep.
that.
Kaza.
That's how old we are currently. So
Yep.
go ask your parents. No, it's just a stupid situation, and there are things when you take things too far, and death threats are not in place.
No.
Like
Yeah, yes, I agree.
it's one thing, we're against bullying and stuff like that, but basically sending death threats is also bullying on that side, and it's of course not good for the mental health on that side. And basically, I think the majority of the fans wants just to see everything gets along fine, perfectly like that,
Yeah.
and you don't want anyone to get hurt. That's the most important thing on this situation. So I'm glad this guy got arrested.
Yes.
Now the agency of Ogino is now demanding justice for Ogino, like using that for a hashtag, and that made me actually a little bit like, really?
Yeah, not gonna work. Not gonna work, Horipo. Not gonna work.
Yeah, so the whole situation with Justice for Mahon that basically the whole community did, they now want to use that, but replace that with Ogino. The guy got arrested, that tried to stop, so there's already justice basically on that.
Of course, he should get punishment first, because it's what he did is just No words, stupid. Why? There's no why. There's no answer to that. He should get help. Actually, well, either way, it's such a weird thing again.
It felt so like they wanna use the justice round to carry their own, and I don't dig that, to be quite honest. It was like face bombing. It's like, no, that's not gonna work. You only get more antis that way. So yeah.
Yeah, trying to be a company and then using something from the community as your own. It's like that doesn't work. In a result, though, because of what happened with that situation and with Katamina, NGT48's management decides you are all currently on a social media ban, basically.
Blackout, pretty much. Yeah. Started about, as of this recording, 2 hours ago, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who was the one person that's like, no, I'm still gonna type stuff?
I don't know, but I can make an accurate guess.
Okay, let's try if you can guess it, Colin.
Rika.
There we go. She's like, nah, I don't care. And
she doesn't care.
To be fair, her currently TV role is a lot higher than the group itself. So it's like, I'm not bothered. I don't think Rika is caring that she's still from NGT48. She's like, I'm doing my own thing. Basically, what Sachiharu was doing is like, I have my own projects, I have my own NC, so why should I care about this whole situation? I want to plug my programs I'm on TV, stick for my own career. So I commend her on that, and that's, I think, the first time ever I commend anything for Rika. So
yeah, pretty much. It's more like, well, why should I care? It's more like, what can they do to me? I'm in the bigger agency if you compare it to AKS. So yeah,
that's true.
Still, it's the blackout situation. That means the NGT members are not also allowed to do showroom, I think, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Everything.
Not that they've been doing showroom, I think.
I haven't been following, to be honest.
I
think a few members still are doing the daily stuff.
Oh yeah, a lot of showroom recently because of a certain event.
Yep.
But
yeah.
I don't think
Kobe.
NGT... Oh yeah.
So who won that, by the way?
Still going.
Still going on?
Yeah.
But
I think Oshino Momoka is in the lead, but
of course, not surprised with Oneshi Momoka. So yeah.
True.
And Komi is around third place or something, or?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, I haven't been checking on the ranking in the past 2 days.
I just saw it on social media. The only thing I saw from that event was Komi was doing like 10 showrooms a day.
Something like that, yeah.
And
doing that.
Baking cookies.
Yeah, baking cookies, being very waifu-like, and then showing up with a cosplay police officer with a gun and stuff like that.
Putting a gun at the camera. It's like, okay.
Yep. She had that probably in a closet somewhere.
No, the thing is though, no, I think it's actually from Mukaichi Mion. I think. Was it? I'm trying to remember because there was a showroom with Takashi Juri, Kato Rena, Oshima Ryoka. Oh, Oshima Ryoka was the officer. So I think the suits are just from the AKS, or theater cosplay line.
Probably
like
an archive, something like that.
Can I borrow this? So it's like yeah.
It's not like we're using it anyway, so yeah.
Stuff like that. So that's still going on, and hey, we found something that was actually a little bit fun. That's good news. No, final thought on the whole NGT situation. I don't care anymore. I really stopped caring about NGT48. There's no reason I should follow it anymore, and yeah, just it's time to disappear, I would say. Move on. Time to go to better project, because that's another news topic I wanted to talk about. Since we're going down this slope of bad news.
Also, which podcast are we? The slope now?
No, they're doing actually good news. You should watch them if you want some positive news. Go watch that on Twitch. What was it? Twitch.tv/Slope Club, I believe.
Probably. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, go watch that. Those guys are a lot of fun. No, Goto Moe from Team
A.
Team A is used this time. All right. Had her birthday stage, I believe.
Yes, birthday.
Yep.
And as is tradition nowadays, hey, it's my birthday. I'm gonna say bye bye. She is also moving on, and this trend has been lately, like in the past 2 weeks, basically 3 weeks. So many graduations, so many
Oh, yeah.
graduation announcements. Again, we
As is
just
normal.
we lost so many members this year.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like they are getting the same idea. It's like, why do we need to be here anymore? They're not gonna fix anything. It's the popular times has passed. It
Yeah,
is
pretty
really
much.
time for just to go back to basic, and they need that someone to re-grasp that energy they had. Now they have a few members, of course, and that's Senbatsu members. I think the only one that has that still potential is Yahagi Moika.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
that's the new one, the new attitude girl that has everything going for her. She was. I watched the AK Bingo episode. That was pretty fun with the
The baseball.
yeah, the
baseball again.
confession
Yeah,
stuff.
baseball. Yeah. Yeah.
And she's like saying, "How could I say that? I'm just a 16-year-old girl," stuff like that.
Like, yeah.
Like being all sneakily, and Miyamoto was even just like, "Cool, got it."
Yeah.
No, so
He was like,
so that was only a little bit fun part, but for the rest, I'm really saying it's not good times right now to be an AKB48 fan. I would say.
Agreed. I don't particularly disagree that the graduations that have been going on lately is because of this. It could certainly have a factor in it. It's the season, you know. It's early on, and it's this year. Well, this time of the year, members tend to graduate for whatever reason, whether that be for study or pursuing other things. It is. I would think it has more to do that Susenkyo is cancelled, and the girls are like, well, nothing really has been going on. They haven't been doing like major events except earlier this year in January with all the team concerts and the individual concerts. What's else? There's nothing.
They're doing a
Really
special concert in June, I think. as
Oh,
the
the
rest
rainy
event.
season. That's a mini live event, like with 6 girls. It's like what?
Yeah, and for the rest, even Mayoshi, when I look at her news, it's like okay, she's been hanging out with her wife a lot and doing her theater stages, few photo books, photo shoots she did, but nothing major. I would say nothing like that captures my interest. And if I had more time, I would basically watch the theater stage, maybe watch some performances, and that's it. But other than that, the bigger events, they're not happening. There's nothing
then yeah,
looking
there's nothing
forward
to be quite
to. There's
honest.
nothing that we can actually talk about, new singles or something.
Mhm.
We can talk about Nogizaka 46 with her new single videos coming out. Uh, quickly, because you guys, we don't talk much about Nogizaka 46. Shirai Shimai and Saito Asuka, they did a combination, basically, new song that's coming out. I forgot the title. But I like that Shirai Shimai been doing that for the past few singles. The last one was with Nishino Nanase, and the one before that was with Akimoto. And those are fun songs, basically. And this one that I
Okay.
saw was like a beautiful performance. The white version was Shirashimai, and the black version was Saito Asuka. And it was like they're in a relationship, and Saito Asuka plays the guy, basically. Like the awkward, silent guy, and Shirai's very interested in the guy. And they're having fun moments, so that's it. That's basically it. There's nothing else that I'm really looking forward to, or something that's been announced, or maybe a new single we can look forward to.
I wish, to be quite honest, because usually around this time we're either preparing for voting or something like
Mhm.
that. But
Nothing.
No, I think believe a few days ago was the year anniversary for the release of all the videos for Susenkyo, I think, or the posters, one of the two. But yeah, that's not happening. There's no single announcement. Maybe next week. I really hope that either AKB or SK would be like, "Bob, new single." That's maybe next week.
I hope so, because I'm actually not quite sure what's going on right now. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested in what they will deliver.
When I
AKB more so.
when I was talking about this before, and I knew, I predicted that Sojanki wouldn't be here. I still had the feeling they would replace it with something that we could look
Yeah.
forward to, but there's nothing. They didn't even announce anything major as that replacement, and that's really surprising to me. So I'm still predicting that at the end of the year there won't be at Kohaku for the first time ever, since there's nothing to look forward to.
It's possible.
Yeah,
It's possible.
most likely,
maybe.
to be quite honest, because why would they invite them if there's nothing going on at all? So yeah, it's better to replace them with someone else, I would say. So
Maybe. If I'm really thinking like back when they announced the concerts for earlier this year, the January ones that I just talked about. Didn't that get announced on the anniversary stage, like in early December?
think so.
If that is the case, just going with that, that means that it was announced like a month before, and we're talking about a dozen concerts, four teams, and then 8 had like 3 ones, and then there was the single ones. So yeah, 10, 11, 12. So it's possible that maybe they could, if they get, those in a week, those 10 whatever, maybe they will announce something that is roughly similar, at least in size wise, the ones that will participate. Maybe it is possible. I would agree with Robin that I would hope that it would at least substitute the event, the Susenkyo event, with something else. But it's why they are not doing that. Maybe they don't want to. Maybe it has something to do with the whole NGT debacle, where it's like they don't know what to do because there is no clear captain. Remember that? Talking about someone like AKB. But it's nothing. Maybe tomorrow they'll be like, bam, new concert.
But even on TV, it's like they've been doing nothing. That there's no event, there's no program they're doing. There haven't been.
No, only AK Bingo.
Probably it could be
and I
at
would
the moment.
maybe some of the single members have their own shows like Yokoyama Yui.
Yeah, but those aren't necessarily AKB related. To be
No,
quite
that's
honest.
true. That's true. It's just, I think that's the case. I don't know for that many members. Their individual shows. I don't always watch them, but
It's even been a while since Nemos Derby, so yeah.
Yeah, that will come back. Maybe. Well, we don't know. That's
No,
the
because
only
those are
show.
usually tied in with the new singles, so I doubt they'll be returning anytime soon.
Maybe, I don't know. It's when the Mosa comes out, we'll hear it, but I haven't heard.
It's bad. It's just bad lately. So.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow.
So how's it going on across the pond, basically?
Yeah, it's going on with BNK. Got some news, Colin.
Well, Chaprong won an award for New Rising Star.
I saw that.
Yeah,
For
that's actually
hottest
sounded funny.
upcoming female celebrity. She looked great. Awesome.
Yeah, very, very
Yeah.
elegant, I would say.
Agreed.
BNK got also, just as a group, an award for something. I forgot. I forgot what the category was, but that's pretty cool for them. I know one of the members who ranked 8, and I'm gonna butcher her name because I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Kyo? The one on
Kyo.
the piano.
Yeah, Kale.
She had her concert. What's the name? A Passage to Fly, I think. I've heard many good things about that. That was earlier this month, and I've heard that's pretty good. I know that BNK is also doing a collaboration with something called the SKA, not E.
Mm.
Ska,
Who
yeah.
are, I believe, a comedy and variety YouTube channel, and they do like lots of stuff. Like they're like very popular, and BNK is doing a collaboration with them,
Oh.
doing
Awesome.
something along the lines with music and traveling and sports, even comedy. that's interesting, and that's something that they've been doing this month actually. So they are doing lots of stuff. And there are more to come with them. Remember that sports event? Whoop whoop.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
that's
really-
exactly what you're now saying. What I was expecting on the AKB side. They're doing lots of stuff. There's something to look forward to. Oh, this is coming up, and this is coming up.
Yep.
So, congrats to BNK. Yeah, you're doing great. A lot better than
Yeah.
your what do you call it? Not sister group.
Sister groups,
Yeah, mother group,
counterparts.
mother base,
Yeah.
Yeah, something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
my home base. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. Well.
Still, you're doing a
either
lot
way.
better than your senpais.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. That's what goes on.
What about MNL48? How's that doing?
Last thing I've heard from MNL was the new teams were formed actually. Let me put them out. Well, from the audition, only 10 girls got re-entered pretty much in the Harajuku collection. Let's see. As for the
Did they announce
teams-
who? Well, that's also a thing. Did they announce for that as well? Because I haven't heard a thing.
Yeah, the last thing I've heard were the girls that got selected for the Harajuku girls collection was they were returning as a Kenkisei pretty much, but it's only like 10 members that got re-entered and not a lot of first gen members. So no, but the
Okay.
new teams were formed as well. So
Oh, good. That's good.
let's see. And from what I've heard from the fans is like the flagship team N4 is pretty powerful. L seems really weak and is going basically be carried by Sella again. And most second gen members are in team M2 pretty much. So that's what I got from it in any case.
Good.
But if I were to guess, the balance is a bit off, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, I've
These are
had
not
that
balance.
with the NMB new teams as well a few weeks ago. But a lot of people were very fine with that. But you know, it's just I don't know that many NMB girls to be honest. But yeah, I can see that.
Well, and during a funny moment during one of the performance, remember when Matsurina lost her shoe?
Yeah.
MNL member Colleen, it basically happened the same thing. Her shoe went flying into the audience, I think.
Oh.
It's like, yay!
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Did they recover the shoe?
Yeah, and a lawsuit.
That's something that you don't want to happen.
Well, speaking of Matsui Reina, she's doing. She did lately something again with Matsui Jurina, right?
I think it was a fashion show or
Kinda.
something.
Yeah,
they
the
did a
Girls
fashion
Award.
show.
A lot of
Yeah,
members
something.
will go to the Girls Award basically and just show off a little fashion sense, you know, new models and stuff like that. Like a little fun mini event basically. Nothing
Yeah,
much happened,
pretty much.
but a
Did they,
small
like,
reunion.
Like appeared on stage together, did they?
No, they were just in the same
No, no.
event, but
Yeah.
hanging out
Oh,
together.
cool.
That was cool.
I do a lot of members visited the Sayane's concert.
Yeah, no, well, Saine
Oh, yeah,
is
that concert.
Saine is doing great with her. Her basically it's a tour, but within Japan, right? Just
Yeah, it was Japan, all Japan, yeah.
and it's basically the venues she's going to are all those. They're small venues, but they're packed every time. They're
Yeah.
fully packed, and she's having a lot of fun with her performance. And
Yeah, she's starting small, I would say, and
yeah,
every time just a bigger venue each time, just to measure how many fans she actually has. But
Yeah, I
from
think
what
she
I've
would.
seen is those venues were packed. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
she's
pretty
she's
good.
doing solid though with her songs that's coming out. Although I gotta say, I saw this someone writing about it that with the new single, 3 songs were on it, and only one of them is
Yeah.
actually good. And I agree with that. That's the one that really enthralled. The other ones you can nicely listen to, but it's not a great song or anything. So
Just basically like a coupling song. So.
basically, yeah. So
Mm.
good that you're doing the good work, I would say, Signing. Well, speaking of then other old members, you know the trend we had lately in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Well, it happened
Yeah.
again, and out of the blue,
Bam.
she was still part. Well, she's not Kami 7, but I remember we had
No.
the what was it? The
Baka.
Baka
AKA.
Jotest.
no. I'm talking about when Kima Melody. Was it Kima Melody came out? No, it's the other one. That's the. Was it Kima Melody?
Has no West?
Waste
No.
to waste.
No. I'm talking. Yeah, of course. I'm talking about Kawaii Arena, but there was a moment there was the song with the old members with new members. Was that
No,
Kimo Melody
that's
or
Kiwa Melody. Yeah, but that was not with Kawaii. That was
No.
with Takamina at my
yeah?
aunt's.
But it was another song they did, and I forgot which one that was. That was after Kimo Melody, I believe. They did another song together.
Kuchimaru Be My Baby came after that, right?
Yeah.
Or was that the no? That was the 10th anniversary performance, I believe. Kawaii came back.
Yeah, she came back.
most
for
likely.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing. She came back. She's like, "Am I allowed to be here with all the
Oh,
cast
yeah,
members?"
yeah.
That's what I'm getting to at because she joined that club now as well because she announced that she got married and she's also
And?
pregnant.
Hey. With someone who she did a play with in October. So.
How many shotgun weddings did we have already this year?
Um.
3, 4, something
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like
Lucky. Achan got gave birth to a baby.
Yep.
Formerly SKE member.
The AKB member. I'm forgetting her name. Oh damn. Umeda Ayaka. She did. I think she got married as well. Someone. Shinoda Mariko.
Yep.
4. So at least Oh no, Kato was the.
Shinoda is not married. Is not pregnant though, so it's not a shotgun wedding.
One maybe.
Well, the thing is with this girl. So basically, I don't know, of course, about their dating relationship or anything like that. But it seems like when they finally get to date or something, they're so inexperienced. They forget maybe it's like, you want to take it slow, or it feel. You know that meme about that kid who was going on the steps and basically skips 2 steps and just goes on the stop.
Oh yeah.
It feels like that. It's like you're skipping so many steps. It's like take it to slow it down. It's like no. We have to have kid, baby, marriage, and then I don't know, dog. Maybe that's the next part on that.
As fast as she can send, pretty much. So yeah.
Maybe because some of them are getting older. They're like, well, let's start. What was the thing that Shinoda Mariko said about when you meet that person
Yeah, I really like that, but
yeah.
for Shinoda Mariko's case, that was absolutely the reason. It's like, hey, my love wouldn't be when I'm currently doing this career, but after it, I'll know and right away. And she did. And for her case, I would say, yeah, sure, whatever. You can skip him as many steps as you want. You know what you're doing, I think.
Hopefully.
It's their decision if they want to. I mean.
That's true. But it feels so rushed,
Yes,
It's
all
so
out of the blue. It's like a pact they had. It's like, hey guys, we all in before the Tokyo Olympics, we all have to be married and have a kid.
I don't know if they actually did it like that, but yeah, something like that.
It seems like it.
And I think that the wedding industry basically is doing like, oh, so much money we got, yes. All
So
these
many
expensive
high-profile
weddings.
members, yeah.
Yeah.
So many high profiles. Oh my god.
That's true.
Crazy.
Good for them. If they want to do that, hey, cool, love it. And maybe they've been dating longer than what we know of. So
what? Who's the next one?
Baru.
Paruru?
Haru?
Just throwing out a name. I mean, I didn't see Kawaii Arena coming, so.
Oh, true,
Maybe Koji Haru.
Haru?
Everybody thinks Koji Haru. That's the next one.
Yeah, everyone says Koji Haru, I would say so.
Yuko.
Nah, doubt it.
She's dating.
She's dating, but she's not quite.
I could
there.
see Yuko. I think it will be going pretty fast. Now that she's out there, that she's dating this guy.
That's true.
The problem is, I don't see Koji Haru marrying someone in Japan. I see
Yeah, that's the
her.
problem. Yeah, with the foreigner, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah,
some
someone.
soccer player.
No, I would think it's like someone like Pharrell or like because she hangs out with them a lot and I don't know, maybe some Hollywood known actor or something.
Maybe it's possible. I can see it knowing Koji Haru. I can see her going with someone like that. Who is the question? But it's possible.
It's possible, yeah,
But maybe
I
she's
don't know,
too busy being a businesswoman that
Business
or
model
a
slash model.
YouTuber that she's doing.
Nice. There's a different Kojima though that you're talking about.
No, this Koji Haru is
also-
doing a YouTube as well.
Yeah, she has already a YouTube, but who started
she
the
has-
YouTube this week?
That's true.
Well, true.
Also true. One of two. Kojima Mako and Obata Yuna.
That's also the trend that they're starting YouTube channels.
Yep, just like Anin. And Komi wants to do that too.
Yeah, she's now in Las Vegas, right? Iriyamana.
Yeah. Last time I checked her
What?
Instagram.
No,
yeah.
Itano Tomomi is also in Las Vegas.
Jesus, what's happening in Las Vegas? I think it's because of EDC, like an
Probably.
same thing like Coachella event. You know, it's like a big dance party
Hmm.
having event.
Might be.
Yeah, possible.
It's been a trend lately this year. Jesus, there's nothing to talk about.
Obata Yuna and Kojima Mako as well as Koji Haru all uploaded like their first video this week.
Yeah.
So
It's more
that's
like an introduction.
interesting.
Yeah. It's more like an
It's actually
introductory.
something that Kojima Mako announced at her graduation concert, which was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
No, I said concert. I mean the
Stage.
performance.
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
Stage. Yeah.
She's doing like her own fashion brand, the YouTube thing. There was something else. Wait, was something private email, a fan club thingy. So
Yeah, but that's always, you know,
That's always the
you
case,
want to
it's
get
not
those
that
ducats, right?
well, it's good for her if she wants to do that. She's at least being busy, you know. I think that's great.
You got to do something to pass the time.
And Obata Yuna is doing that too. I think that Obata Yuna is doing like what Tominaga Mio is doing like just fashion, well, makeup related stuff. Basically what Akarin is doing. So
Mm.
I mean, it's good for them if they want to do that. Sure, I mean it's at least something easier to approach as a foreigner. Doing YouTube. Remember, I told you. I don't know if I said this on the show, but Anin did like my comment on her YouTube video. I got a heart from Anin, so that was cool.
That's
So
awesome.
that means
Yeah.
that they read it. So that's fun. You know, it's about the sentiment, really.
Yeah,
So,
no, it's perfectly fine. It's always nice to get a shout out from people you follow. So
Yeah, it's always nice. So yeah. Yeah.
you guys watched AK Bingo this week.
Yeah.
So what do you think
I
of the
haven't
AK
watched-
Bingo episode?
I haven't watched it yet, so give
It's
an overview.
unfortunate.
So I watched the it's basically the confession episode
Yeah,
again with the
Straight Talk
baseball.
Baseball?
Straight Talk, that's what
Okay.
it's called. Straight Talk Baseball. And it was basically a lot of members have a lot of dirt on each other.
Oh.
And
like
they were-
Shogi.
Yeah, stuff like that. And like Komiyama Haruka. Yeah, I'm too many names. Was talking about Yagimoka about her handshake techniques. They were wearing the Christmas outfits, and it's like, oh, this button is loose, and fishing a lot of people, and she's like interesting about the technique, and she's like, no, I'm 16, I wouldn't know anything about those techniques, so stuff like that. But then Ayamin went after Komiyama, saying basically,
Oh yeah, that's.
yeah, she always says you can sit on my lap, but basically that's for technique to make my head look bigger than other
So
pictures.
Komi's can look smaller. That's a sneaky one.
Yeah, she's done that before, basically.
Yeah, that's Kobe technique. Yeah. That's
About the one with Yukirin, with her, I would never color my hair, but then I said for a movie role, like, please make her to have brown hair so I can color my hair, so I won't disappoint my fans. It's like, that's something you should have said after you graduated, because what? About history with Sashihara and what's her name?
Yukirin or
No.
Murashige?
Miroshige being drunk, that was also funny.
Too.
No, with now in AKB, formerly HKT, Chori.
Joey.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, about going for dinner, and it's like, yeah, we went for Chinese food. Italian. Stuff like that. And then that she would actually leave some money at home, so she would show, I don't have so much money, and then Sachi would pay, so stuff like that.
It was her mom that recommended that.
Her mother recommended that. It's
Wow.
like, no, Sachi has enough money, why should you pay? It's like, so it's very funny what dirt they do to each other, but all in good fun, I would say.
Yeah.
And
I really do like this straight talk baseball segment. Like I think this is the third or fourth time that they've been doing it. And
yeah,
I really like it. Like,
it's coming again,
fun.
part 2, basically this week. So look forward to that.
Okay.
Those are the interesting parts, I would say, on TV shows. Currently, the Keiki Kakanai episode, they're fine. They're not that great because it's the second generation members. It's weird to say that second generation because it's technically third
Yeah.
generation.
Yeah, pretty much.
Showing the showcase how they were young and what they did and their parents' comments, and there are some fun moments, but nothing that I would say yay. Currently, I'm following mostly is Moria Akane, still with her Monaco. Monaco is Dutch, but Monaco.
Monaco, no.
The English word for Monaco.
Monaco, what?
Is it Monaco?
Monaco.
I think so.
Doing great, guys.
I mean, I've never been there, so I don't know.
No, but basically she's showing a lot of areas of where she took the pictures, and it's very cute.
Monaco.
Funny,
I'm going with Monaco.
Monaco.
funny subject. I'm really interested in that photo book. Want to see what it is. It looks very elegant and classy, and I would like to see that. So,
Makes me think of Shiroma Mira's photo book. Ooh.
Yeah, should
by
be...
doing this,
Yeah, no. Yeah, funny. Woohoo, yeah, woo,
you know, like
party.
ooh, okay.
Or something like this from something a long time ago. Either way.
Anyways, so photo books, we're looking forward to those things.
Mm-hmm.
They're all
Yeah.
individual projects we're looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
I would say. Anything
Yes.
else that happened?
Yeah, speaking about photos though, have you seen Honda Hitomi lately? Because her face has become
Who?
so incredibly small if you compare it to Team 8 days.
Wait,
I-
who? I didn't hear that.
Honda Hitomi.
From Eyes One.
Yeah, I saw something. Along
She her fluffy cheeks that she has. It just feels like she had something done or something that like. It's all shrunk now and looks good, very adult-like. But it's funny that her cheeks just suddenly went gone. So I'm still thinking it's a Photoshop. Still thinking that.
Look, I kind of hope so actually. I miss her old version, I would say. So
I really need to start watching Eyes One programming because they've been still doing enough stuff. I have
Yeah,
enough
the
to binge
first-
watch
yeah.
like an entire day, basically.
yeah, you still need to watch. I would say Ice 1, 2, Season 2.
Yeah, Idol, Weekly Idol,
Weekly Idol, yeah.
cooking show,
Everybody's
Sakura-san,
Kitchen.
yeah,
Everybody's
Everybody's Kitchen. So much stuff, and their new singles coming soon. Buenos Aires.
Yeah,
that
Buenos
they
Aires.
can they can't pronounce it though. Like we can
That's
pronounce
true.
Monaco, they can pronounce Buenos Aires.
Okay, yeah, okay.
The first visual were released, right? The
Yeah,
first
a
visuals.
few teases for their jackets, basically, or
It felt so much like
Teacher,
even though
teacher?
it's- yeah, teacher, yeah.
Mhm.
It's even though it's not leather dresses, but the whole vibe is teacher. I would
it's
say.
very influenced by AKB, I would say.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he is because it's on the Japanese side.
This
so
is
yeah.
Japanese side, yeah. So
Yeah, Tsukito Wasta was a good one. So
It's
we'll
a really
see
good
how
one, to be
Buenos
honest,
Aires
so-
is. Very Japanese.
wondering when the preview is supposed to drop, and actually, so yeah.
How about our curse? Probably.
The one time I'm actually hoping for the curse to.
I wish anything would happen. Just. Okay.
It's the season. Maybe. I still hope that AKB or SKE releases their new single soon. I know AKB. Well, I don't know. No.
Here's
but
a question
AKB
then
should- yeah.
for you guys. What have you been doing in the meantime?
For me, mostly just not a whole lot, to be quite honest. I just read the usual posts, but there isn't that many, to be quite honest. So
Well,
yeah.
for what I'm currently doing is basically it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going on vacation soon to
Hey.
Magaluf, like
Oh, nice.
near Mallorca is that, and that's starting
yeah.
next week Friday. I'll be leaving first for Newcastle and then a quick trip back and then Mallorca, basically.
Cool.
So hey, look forward to that. I won't be here for the next 2 episodes,
Oh, boy.
probably. I've been doing some yard work. I've been doing a lot of this stuff. Oh, Chris.
Magic Gathering.
A little card game that's been back in my life. I'm still reading like a lot of on Twitter feed, a lot of news, but you can really tell it's been really quiet, really, really quiet on that side. So
Yeah.
I've been watching Western shows. We had the finale of GOT, Game of Thrones.
Oh,
And
definitely.
don't quite follow it, so yeah. It's
Yeah.
more like everyone's talking about it, but it's more like okay. Sure.
And for the Dutch side, we had a good celebration. I believe Colin.
Hey!
Yeah.
So for the people that don't know, Eurovision is a song contest held in Europe for 60-something years.
Something
And
like that.
this year, the Netherlands won. And I'm very happy.
After like 44 years, something.
Yeah, 44
Yeah,
years
44.
after 1975.
And how did they win?
They won, actually, well, as someone who
With
watches
a
Eurovision.
song, with a
They
actual
did.
song.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I like
Oh, I love
Eurovision. I like how Eurovision was because it was about singing, competition and down. And
Mhm.
nowadays,
Yeah.
I think last year was
The
already
chicken
a lot. Don't remind me. But basically, it's been more about other political projects. I'm not
Yeah.
going to go into deep, but basically the whole singing aspect was an afterthought. And I feel
yeah.
that this year it was emphasized as the programming. A lot of countries were still doing like, hey, look at us. And there were a few performers who were like, we have a song. I wrote this myself. Here you go, listen to it. And everybody's like, that's what we want. That's what
Oh, yeah.
people watching wanted. So I'm very happy one. Yeah. The problem is
No,
now that next year,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Are you-
That
are you
will be
going,
figured
Colin?
out. Actually, yeah, my sister and I want to go.
I'm
Oh, wow.
thinking about it. It's just like, normally it's
I-
always in a different country. We have an opportunity to watch it here. I'm thinking like, it could be fun.
Watch it. But when it's to your country, it's like, you know what? I want to go. It's my sister
Still
and I
not
are
that-
fans.
not that quite interested to go, to be quite honest, personally. But even though
Fine.
Netherlands won, I still was more like, okay. Actually, when the night the results got announced, I was just walking outside. It's like, why is everyone celebrating? What's going on?
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
You do know that they maybe are going to do it in our city, DX.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well,
We'll
you've been
see.
to that building, Colin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I've
should have
been
been there.
Yeah, it could be easy
See,
enough.
We'll see. That's something that really depends on
Yeah,
many
I've heard
factors.
like Ahoy, I've heard Tego Dome Amsterdam.
And basically, what I'm
Rotterdam.
trying to tie in with this talk, with what we normally talk about on this show, is when you come out with a good song, interest will go high. And that's what we're missing right now. There's been so lack of actual activity, and if you put in the efforts, then you'll get people back. And that's what they need to do right now on AKS side. That's what we're missing. That's why it's so quiet. That's why we're struggling to go to this episode, I would say.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's
It's too because I didn't say what I was doing. I actually.
Oh,
lost,
sorry, Colin.
No, I lost a bit of connection. I didn't hear what you were doing.
No, okay, but Colin, what have you been doing then?
It's, as you work, but for me, it's like a lot of my shows, except Game of Thrones because I do not watch that. They had their finale either this week or last week, and now from 15 regular shows a week, I now have like pretty much nothing. And I started the 18-19 season with like 20 something shows, and now it's like I got nothing for the summer.
Wow.
But I watch a lot of shows. It's like in 2017 I had like 30 shows a week. So I managed to do that. That was weird, but I love watching TV, so I watch a lot of shows. YouTube series that I want to watch, old movies. I'm actually marathoning all Disney 2D animated movies.
Oh yeah, a lot of people like to do that.
Because I love Disney and I wanted to do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh oh.
You're
And
muted.
now he's muted.
Yeah, pretty much.
You guys.
Ah,
Ah,
you're back?
you back?
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
See,
Oi.
that's what I mean with the connection. I lost it again. What did I say?
You were
2D.
marathoning 2D movies from Disney.
Oh yeah, Disney's 2D animated movies. I love Disney. I wanted to watch them all, so I'm marathoning that, which is a lot. You know, just 2D animated movies are already, you know, like a bunch, 50, and there are also 3D and live action and made for TV. So it's like I got lots. I am actually like really good at keeping myself occupied. So I'm not really with AKB. It is more so that because of the quiet times, I found myself to spending more time at something I waited, like the movie, the Disney
Like a
movie
build up.
marathon.
Yeah.
So I'm quite fine. I'm just really good at entertaining myself. So I always have something
I
to
think we
watch.
all are, but it's just a little saddened that, we do
Yeah.
the show, of course, when we want to talk about all these events that are happening, and there
Mhm.
is nothing, and then
Yeah. No big summer event. So yeah.
No.
so
It's, I look for it. I've said it. How many times I've said it? Like this is the fourth time.
yeah.
A new AKB or SKE single. I still think that we'll be getting something in the next 2 weeks, and I really would love like something.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's interesting. It's something that I want to continue listening. Something that sticks. Like for me, Sukinanda did that, and I really, I want to see what they're doing next. What AKB
Yeah, I
is
really
doing,
miss a real nice summer style song like Sukinanda actually.
I would really like a summer song, like Sukinanda. Maybe they don't, maybe they will. I want something, but a summer song,
Give us something.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me 5. No,
Nice throwback. Anything else then before we go into question mark recommendations?
there was something, one thing that I wanted to reveal in a way.
Okay.
Ex JKT and AKB member Harugon,
Yeah.
her older sister passed away on May the 4th. It wasn't revealed until a week later that happened, and it was really saddening. I saw those tweets and I was like, it's one of you see it, and well, I don't know the language, but that there's something in those tweets. You can tell, and it's awful to hear. Unknown illness, I heard. I don't
Oh, okay.
what exactly. I even saw a photo of the sister later, an older photo with Harugon somewhere on Facebook, and it's so sad. It's awful.
Thoughts and
Uh,
prayers
yeah.
to the family.
Lots of
and-
press, yeah.
Yes, I did send that. You know who sent that? Something that that I really found intriguing. Daddy Yuasa, the SKE theater
Yuasa?
manager. He did. I have the tweet somewhere. I was like, wow. From him I didn't expect, but hey, that's
good guy.
pretty
Good
good.
guy. Yuasa is
so-
actually a good guy. Yes.
Yeah, he is. He's an awesome guy.
Yeah.
We did say that about the AKB manager, and well, there's no one left. So that's that. Well, sad for her, of course, and her family. It's awful.
Mm.
I hope that she's taking her time with that.
Yeah, exactly. All right. For recommendations, I would say watch the usual stuff that's coming out. It's
pretty much, yeah.
well, Keiki Kakanai was okay. We look forward to AK Bingo that comes out, and I'm just hoping that we need to fill in the announcement. Hey, here's a new Sanbatsu, or something.
Tomorrow.
The showroom challenge is still going on, so look forward to that. I would say, because a lot of members are still trying to do the showroom situation. And other than that, let's just persevere till the quietness will be over, because we need these events
Yeah, pretty much.
to stay relevant. Otherwise, this show will be talking, what did you just do this week?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's becoming Colin talks about Disney movies.
You know what? Let's do in the comments. Let's say worst case scenario. AKB48 goes away, doesn't exist anymore. So, would you guys in the comments then? Would you still like to see that the show would continue? And if so, what would you want to hear us talk about? Is it just like what we've done, like a normal show? Hey, we were just talking about what we've done this week, or maybe intro story, like a regular podcast, or do you want us to have a specific topic? I think that's an interesting question, I would say.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe in the future it's like, hey, we've all lost interest or something, or it's not relevant anymore, and we just add to the show like, hey, what have you been doing this week? Oh, I've got some news stories here. Oh, well, I've read this. Something happened in my country, or stuff like that. Let us know. That's my recommendation, I would say.
Interesting.
DX?
Because I'm sure that a lot of foreign people, from
Yeah,
outside
true,
of
yeah.
Europe, don't know about Eurovision. So maybe they have something cool going on.
Yeah.
I would like to know.
Again,
Why not?
I think I said this last time we did an episode. This show may be called 48 Talk, but it's not mandatory because it's basically just guys having fun and talking
Yeah,
about
pretty
stuff.
much.
So, but DX, any recommendation you have?
Well, I'm just gonna say, well, the usual as well. So because I don't think any special programming is actually planned out
Nope.
as far as I know. So yeah. So I would say the usual as well. So
How's that new radio show of them going on?
don't think
It's still airing.
It's
airing,
still
so-
airing, but not on a format that we can actually listen to or watch.
No.
Or
I don't think so.
great.
It's not like on Showroom or something like that. So yeah.
Very good.
I think they had some cool stuff. I think they had the one guy. I forget his name, but he's like one comedian who is always dressed in red.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, I saw
Yeah,
him
I
with
forgot his
Komi
name, but-
and Mion.
So that's cool. They at least have a guest, a pretty cool guest actually. So I have no clue where I can listen to that. I haven't seen it on AO, for instance.
Nope.
So it's like I don't know how.
You need to have a Japanese radio station. And there's
Yeah,
probably
pretty much.
somewhere you can listen to it. But the problem is, if there's no visual or subtitles, then good luck with that.
Yeah, that's even less interesting. At least with the showroom one, we could even see them, so it was visually also interesting.
Hmm.
But we'll see.
Well then,
Oh, I do have one. Oh, a little scatterbrained. Kojima Mako's graduation stage was 2 weeks ago. If you haven't watched that, watch that. Team B's with new captain Yahoo. They've had their first with Saho as captain Team B stage, which was last Friday. It was also Hiwatan's birthday. She didn't announce graduation.
Oh wow.
wow,
And
maybe she forgot.
tomorrow-
Oh.
No, well, she just got back after a year hiatus, so that would be a bit of a dick move. But there is a new Team B stage tomorrow, and it's
Oh, really?
Nakanishi Chiyori's birthday stage.
Bum
so,
bum bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
Hopefully nothing revealed. I mean, without her, it's like the
In
loss
bef-
of variety.
In before
Um,
moving to Korea.
She would did she participate?
Yes.
In Fruit Free?
Yes,
she
yeah.
did. She did.
I cannot
She did.
remember.
She
that.
did the impressions that.
Cheetah
Oh
Sensei.
yeah, now I remember.
Cheetah
Now
Sensei,
it's
yeah.
coming
Cheetah
back.
Sensei.
Those were pretty funny. But yeah, they're doing Team B doing good. I love Team B. I still wanted to see a bit more with Saho as captain. She was a bit nervous, but hey, fine. Also, well, not to talk about maybe rivals, but Slope Club will release a interview with ex-NMB member Kamieda Emika.
Awesome.
They've done the interview, but they haven't released it yet, and I
They're
would
editing,
love to see
yeah.
how that went.
Yeah, I think the editing is
So look forward to that.
It was funny with the pictures they showed on their Twitter that it was set up like they're just having a Skype call they're
Yeah.
sitting next to each other and just talking to that. So that's pretty cool. I would like to see how they edit that into a format that we can watch. But those guys have been doing well with their projects, I would say. So go. That's a recommendation. I'm saying go watch the Slope podcast.
For positive, good news, because there's plenty to talk about with the 46 side. Because
Yeah,
AKB
somewhat.
is,
You
know.
Hopefully next time it will be a lot better. But for now then, thank you for watching this week's episode of 48 Talk. And we'll see you next time then. Bye everybody.
bye.
Yeah,
Bye,
yeah.
people. Bye-bye.
Bye.